A kid in the UK infiltrated this head of the CIA and like people at the FBI and the Department of Homeland Security's emails and did crazy things with them. He lives in a housing estate in England, and they say that the teenager persuaded call handlers at an internet giant that he was John Brennan, the head of the CIA at the time, or the head of the CIA at the time, to gain access to his computers and an FBI help desk. That he was Mark Giuliano, then the agency's deputy director, to regain access to an intelligence database. He used what they call social engineering. So it wasn't like he was hacking, he just got information where he could and used it in order to not like, sit there and like in movies where they're like hacka, they're eating and drinking and hacking. This is just like, I'll find out like what his pet's name is and all that stuff. Mr. Brennan's AOL account, and eventually Gamble was able to access his emails, his contacts, his iCloud storage account, and his wife's iPad remotely. Holy crap. And then he did things like download porn onto like someone at the FBI's random computer. Miss Hess, he downloaded films to her computer, including one called Hackers, which is that's a classic, and V for Vendetta, as well as a pornographic title. He changed an equipment list on her computer to a list of derogatory terms. He went into Clapper, who was the head of deputy head of the FBI or something, and forwarded all his calls to a Free Palestine hotline. Thoughts, 5 words or less.
How low is his voice?
Impressive yet terrifying.
Kids, they do the darndest things.
This blows my mind.
Yeah.
Like they're saying he just found out, like he called Gmail and was like, listen, I'm the head of the CIA.
Yeah.
Which is so funny that because these telecom companies and tech companies get training on social engineering. Like that's like huge. Like I work for a telecom company and that's a weeks-long intensive training is on social engineering.
So what does that mean?
So social engineering is like, let's say I will call, hi, I'm calling for Brett Ehrlich. I know this, and this about you to gain confidence. We're trying to get more information about. He had a doctor's appointment. Can you tell us more about that, Brett? So we report back to Brett. They use information they have on you to get more information on you.
I'm their assistant,
right? So like, hi, my name is Jason Carter for T-Mobile, and I'm calling on behalf of Brett Ehrlich. And he's passed due on his bill. He's been calling us lately, and can you tell us what's going on? Also, do you know the last 5 phone calls he made? Stuff like that. And so and then you sound very believable.
And that's how he used it. So he didn't initially just call and say like, "Hi, I'm the head of the CIA." It was a bunch of smaller calls that led up to earning this information. And I didn't realize that I've done social engineering before because when I worked for my boss, Brett, are you gonna be like, cut? Listen,
arrest this. Authorities in.
When I was an assistant for a very busy film director and he didn't have time to work on his Apple account, he would basically just be like, handle stuff. And I was like, but I need you to, like, you don't understand, they need you to be on the phone. And he was like, you know everything about me, like you just do it. And it was something with his Apple account. And they ended up flagging the account for a number of reasons. Part of why my 5 words were what they were, because they're like, you don't sound like Luc Besson at all. Yeah. And I was literally on the phone, like, I was like, yes, I'm calling about my Apple account. and then I like got pretty far into the process. And again, I actually was at the time his assistant. And they asked me like what his birthday was, and I knew his birthday, but I couldn't remember the year. And I like paused, and I was like, fuck, like looking it up, and they just like hung up on me. And then I was yeah, they hung up on me, and then I called back again. They're like, yeah, we actually did flag this account because you couldn't remember your birthday, Mr. Besson. And I was just like, yes, goodbye. And I was like, look, you need to do this with me. I think I'm doing something illegal. So, and I think I'm a smart lady, but obviously this kid is significantly smarter, and also we should point out like super fucked up because he was sending some fucked up thing. Like it's funny in some respects and it's impressive, but he also was doing some like really shady and like disturbing stuff to the family members as well of the people involved.
Did he have a group? Oh, sorry, called CWA, Crackers with Attitude?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm glad that part of our culture made it there.
Well, on the television of one of these people, he projected, "I own you."
Yeah.
Oh,
that's horrifying. And he was like commenting about, I won't say the words, but basically calling them and commenting about the family's daughter as well. So it was like in some things it's really cunning and quite impressive. In other parts it's taken it way too far, I think.
Apparently he was doing this for like altruistic purposes, or he felt that he was doing it for on behalf of what are his reasons?
Crackers' attitudes.
He said, let's see, I had it here,
It's
but
something about how yes, he like felt badly on one hand of doing this to the lives of these people, but on the other hand, he remembered that they were responsible for killing the lives of so many innocent people. And
Right.
then he was like, oh, then I don't feel bad, which is
he
like
felt
a
like the
weird-
American government was like acting with impunity and capriciously and not really taking into consideration the gravity of their actions overseas.
And he also seems really interested in, or obsessive with American culture as well. I mean, he'd have to put on an American accent and be, deeper, as you said.
I hadn't even thought of that.
Yeah, also, I mean, he's calling from the UK. Also, coming from another country, even saying the word crackers with attitude. Like, I'm from Australia, we don't really, it's not even really in our vocabulary, you know? So it's obviously he's very interested in it. And
Did you work on like an American accent growing up?
you get, we grow up on American television, so you're so exposed to it, and I've lived here for a long time. I've had to throw on the American accent.
Give it a go.
I want to hear it.
Let's hear it.
So what I like to do is, all right, so I go on, like a couple of years ago, I went on a date, and I said, look, that's third date, I gotta come clean. I'm actually not from Australia, I'm from Connecticut. My name's Joel, I just learned how to do the accent because it gets girls. I come out and I say, hey, how are ya? Yeah, my name's Xavier from Australia, and girls love it. I took it too far. I'm really sorry. I apologize. I hope you can accept me for who I am. Joel, Connecticut, so sorry.
Oh my God, what, have you gotten reactions?
Yeah, I just did it once, and the girl backed away, and then she didn't know what to believe. And it was hilarious.
Brett, do your.
That's
Brett,
what it's
Xavier.
like in my relationship.
How was that? Sorry, guys. How was that?
Good.
Was that all right?
It was
You
good.
can still tell. I know you still
I
have.
can hear you have it, yeah.
Yeah, the little tinge of Australian. Brett has the best English accent though.
English accent?
I think it's just Jon Snow.
Or what is it? It's amazing. That's what it is.
Winter is coming. Winter is coming tomorrow.
You sound like Sting. That's what you sound like.
Really?
Yes.
I haven't heard Sting talk in quite some time.
You just sound like a very maybe like
like
Jon
Gordon.
Snow if he'd just been like shot with a tranquilizer.
Yeah, you're from the north.
You sound like Idris
From the
Elba.
north. Winter is coming. All
pretty
right,
good.
that's it.
Pretty good.
What a great show we had today. Xavier. So good. Where can we find you on Twitter and various outlets?
Yeah, just at Xavier Brinkman.
There you go. And then follow us at, you're at the youtube.com/White House,
Gmail.
gmail.com, and I'm at gmail.net.
Actually, I'm at blackpeoplemeet.com.
Black People Meet. Yep. I'm at gothicmatch.com. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Woo! Yeah.